Have you ever wondered why some people seem to achieve everything they set out to do while others struggle? It's not necessarily about luck or even talent. No, more often than not, it comes down to the power of goals. You see, setting clear, achievable goals plays a pivotal role in our journey to success. It's like setting a destination in your GPS. Without knowing where you're going, how can you expect to get there? Let's delve a little deeper into this. A goal is not just a dream or a wish. It's a target, a purpose, a mission. It's something tangible that gives you direction and focus. It's a roadmap that guides you on your journey. It's the driving force that pushes you to keep moving forward even when the road gets tough. Now you might be wondering, what's so special about goals? Can't I just work hard and hope for the best? Well, let me share a little story with you. Once upon a time, I was stuck in a rut. I felt like I was spinning my wheels, getting nowhere fast. I was working hard, sure, but without a clear goal in mind, I was just running in circles. Then one day, I decided to change things up. I set a goal for myself. It was a big, ambitious goal, but it was also achievable. I wrote it down, broke it into smaller steps, and started working towards it, one day at a time. And you know what? It worked. I achieved my goal, and let me tell you, the feeling of accomplishment was incredible. So what's the moral of the story? Goals are powerful. They're not just wishes or dreams. They're concrete objectives that give you direction and purpose. They motivate you, inspire you, and push you to achieve more than you ever thought possible. So remember, a clear goal can light the path to success. Whether you're aiming to climb the career ladder, improve your health, or learn a new skill, setting clear, achievable goals is the first step on your journey to success. But what about those times when goals seem too distant, too difficult, or too daunting? We've all been there. The journey towards our goals can sometimes feel like an uphill climb, where every step forward is met with a new challenge or roadblock. It's not uncommon to feel overwhelmed and even consider giving up. Let's talk about some of the most common obstacles that people face when striving towards their goals. The first one is fear. Fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of the unknown. It can be paralyzing, causing us to hesitate or even stop in our tracks. But remember this, every successful individual has faced and overcome their fears. Think of J.K. Rowling, who was rejected by 12 publishers before finally getting her first Harry Potter book published. The second common obstacle is lack of resources. It could be time, money, or even knowledge. This obstacle often leads to the "I can't because" excuse. But let's think about Elon Musk, who started SpaceX with little knowledge about rockets. What he lacked in expertise, he made up for with relentless learning and passion. The last obstacle we'll discuss is the lack of motivation. This is a tricky one because motivation can wax and wane. It's not always there when you need it. The key is to find something that truly excites you, a goal that aligns with your passion and values. And when motivation wanes, remember your why. Overcoming these obstacles is not easy, but it's definitely possible. It requires a mindset shift, a willingness to step out of your comfort zone, and a lot of grit and determination. It's about taking that fear, that lack of resources, that dwindling motivation, and transforming them into stepping stones towards your goal. In the end, it's important to remember that these obstacles are not roadblocks, but rather parts of the journey towards achieving your goals. They are there to challenge you, to make you stronger, to help you grow. So embrace them, learn from them, and keep moving forward. Obstacles are part of the journey. They are not the end point. How often have you heard the phrase, "never give up"? It's a mantra that echoes through our lives, from the playground to the boardroom, and for a good reason. That's because persistence, the tenacity to keep going despite the odds, is the cornerstone of achieving any goal. You see, persistence is the grit that grinds the seemingly impossible into the achievable. It's the force that propels us forward, even when the road ahead seems steep and fraught with obstacles. It's the unwavering belief that success is not a matter of if, but when. Now, let me share a personal story. Once, I ventured into a new project that, at first glance, seemed like a surefire winner. I had done my research, laid out my plans, and was brimming with enthusiasm. But then, the unexpected happened. The project hit a wall. Things didn't pan out as planned, and I found myself facing failure. But instead of giving up, I decided to persist. I analyzed what went wrong, made necessary adjustments, and kept pushing forward. It was tough. There were days when I doubted myself, but I kept reminding myself of the power of persistence. I knew that giving up was not an option. And guess what? Eventually, the project turned around. It wasn't an overnight success, but a gradual climb. My persistence had paid off. The project that seemed like a failure turned into a success story, all because I chose not to give up. And that's the beauty of persistence. It's not just about not giving up. It's about persevering with purpose. It's about understanding that success is a journey, and every step, whether forward or backward, is a part of that journey. It's about accepting that failure is not the end, but a stepping stone to success. So as you embark on your journey towards your goals, let persistence be your guiding light. Let it fuel your determination and drive your ambition. Let it remind you that every setback is a setup for a comeback. Remember, persistence is the fuel that keeps the engine of success running. Ever felt like you're fighting a battle alone while pursuing your goals? If you've ever felt that way, let me assure you, you're not alone. Many of us have felt the same way, but here's a secret. It doesn't have to be that way. The journey towards achieving our goals can be made much easier, much more enjoyable, with the support of the people around us. Let's talk about the importance of having a support system while pursuing our goals. You see, support can come in various forms. It can be your family encouraging you, your friends cheering you on, or a mentor guiding you. This support system acts like a safety net, catching us when we stumble and propelling us forward when we're about to give up. Let me share a personal story. I had a goal a few years back that seemed almost impossible to achieve. It was one of those big, audacious goals that you're almost afraid to say out loud. I was struggling, stumbling, even contemplating giving up. But then, my mentor stepped in. Her words of encouragement, her belief in my abilities, gave me the strength to keep going. And eventually, I did achieve that goal. That's the power of support. Friends, family, mentors, they can all provide a different perspective, give you new ideas, and help you see the bigger picture when you're too close to a problem. They can provide comfort when you're stressed and motivation when you're feeling low. And most importantly, they remind you of why you started in the journey in the first place. Remember, we are social creatures. We thrive on connections and relationships. And when we're pursuing our goals, these relationships can be our greatest asset. Don't be afraid to lean on your support system. Seek advice, ask for help, share your struggles, and celebrate your victories with them. No one succeeds in a vacuum. We all need support. So let's appreciate the people who support us, and let's be the support for others in their journey towards their goals, because together we can achieve so much more. As we stand on the brink of a new year, what goals will you set for yourself? The dawn of a new year always brings with it a sense of renewal, a fresh start, an opportunity to redefine our lives. It's a chance to reflect on the past year, to consider our successes and our failures, to learn from our experiences, and to set new goals for the upcoming year. Goals give us direction, they give us purpose, they give us something to strive for. They make us get out of bed in the morning with a sense of determination, a sense of purpose, a sense of anticipation. They make us push through obstacles, overcome challenges, and reach beyond our comfort zones. They make us grow, they make us stronger, they make us better. But setting goals is not enough. We need to set realistic, achievable goals. Goals that challenge us, but don't overwhelm us. Goals that push us, but don't discourage us. Goals that inspire us, but don't intimidate us. And when we achieve these goals, the satisfaction is immense. The feeling of accomplishment, the sense of pride, the boost in confidence. It's a feeling that's hard to describe, but one that's definitely worth striving for. So, as we look ahead to the new year, let's take some time to reflect on our goals. Let's think about what we want to achieve, what we want to change, what we want to improve. Let's think about what we need to do to reach these goals, the steps we need to take, the changes we need to make. Let's also think about the support we need, the people who will be there for us, the people who will encourage us, the people who will help us. Let's think about the resources we need, the knowledge we need, the skills we need. And let's not forget about persistence. Persistence will be our greatest ally. It will help us push through the tough times. It will help us stay focused. It will help us stay committed. So, as we welcome in the new year, I challenge you. What goals will you set? What support do you need? And remember, persistence will be your greatest ally.